I'm going to step in the lion's den with this one today. We're going to talk about abortion. It's a question I get a lot, and it's kind of hard to explain sometimes when people call me and they're like, why are you trying to get me to vote for someone who's pro-life? And like, I'm on the phone, I'm like at the store with my kid, and I can't really get into the debate, and they're like, oh, you're a dick, click. So I'm going to do this video. Ron Paul is pro-life. A lot of people have a negative reaction to that, but just hear me out. Ron Paul is pro-life. He is never gonna want to have an abortion. His wife, hasn't had an abortion, isn't gonna have one. He's a doctor, he's a gynecologist, and he doesn't do abortions. He does believe it's okay if rape or incest is the case, or just something extremely wrong, a situation like that. He does believe morning after pills are okay, contraceptives are okay, birth control fine, but he just doesn't, in his heart, doesn't believe abortion is okay. So the United States government was started to protect our borders and protect our constitutional rights. The Constitution is all about people's rights versus the government's rights. People, being protected from the government. And so governments are only supposed to be doing those two things. They're supposed to be watching the states regulate and making sure the states stay in the constitutional grounds, and they're supposed to be keeping an eye on our border, dealing with, basic court system type stuff like that, immigration, basic stuff like that. These days it's completely different. They have their hand in everything. They wanna create jobs by regulating what color school buses are, and then they get to employ 20,000 people to go around and make sure the colors are right. Like, there's all these crazy laws now that we have to pay for that are just working against us and our society. But anyway, so back to abortion. If Ron Paul is president, he will never, ever, ever make any law about abortion. It is not under the jurisdiction of the Constitution. Therefore, there should be no federal laws about abortion. He believes ultimately that the woman always has the choice, but he feels that the choice should be made between her and her doctor, and that's it. And no other man, no government regulation, no nothing like that. So to be worried about him taking away, our women's choice, it's just not. It's not what he's about. He's a strict constitutionalist. I don't know if you've ever heard him talk, but his whole thing is that he's a constitutionalist, and there's no jurisdiction constitutionally for laws to be made about the abortion, and he will never do that. He won't. It's not his job, and it goes against everything that he's about. So I don't know, food for thought. I just, I know this is a big issue for a lot of people, but that's kind of, that's what I've gotten by hearing him talk about it for hours. So you can definitely do your own research, but I don't know. I'll talk to you guys later.